supporters around the world, those who love our music, and this special Christmas show. We're here to celebrate and sing our songs for you. So a big warm welcome to you all. And myself and Andreas were talking just before we come on air about things about Christmas that you remember, and things like that stand out years
And
ago.
funny, we remembered both places. We're such in sync with places, Derek.
Yes, yeah. Well,
Even though we're not the same age, we still know.
that's right. Because we've all had the pleasure of having people in the family, mothers that enjoyed shopping, and that used to go into the shops 10 times before they actually buy something. It was always a great pleasure to go along, and then they would pick something out, and then they said, "Well, we come back and see see what the price is in Frawley's," and we went to Guineas after that, and they went to somewhere else, and oh God, it was always. But you left carrying the bags. I used to have to carry the bags, and if you carrying the bags, yeah.
Oh, I did the same for my mother, and you know what? I'm just thinking. I hope Guineas are listening. They might send us out. They might send you a voucher.
Oh no, down in Inchico, you got your ducats, and you got your ducats. You got your ducats from Mr. Cook, and he gave you your ducat, and you can go and buy what you wanted anywhere in Frawley's, and you get all the goods there for the new clothes for Christmas for Sunday mass, and so you'd be dickied out. You could comb your hair in your shoes. It'd be that shiny.
I never did that, but I must try it.
You could actually see yourself in your toe of your shoe, yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, folks, good day to you all. Good evening, no matter where you are.
We're live.
We're live, yes, yeah. We're having a great chat about all the different things, and I want to tell all the folks, first of all, to thank them for the support. This is show number 34. And who would have ever thought that we were doing these shows for 34 weeks? And that's the fact. We only missed one. We had a technical issue. Tonight, unfortunately, we don't have Cormac with us. He's been taken away by Santa Claus as a helper, because he's getting all the houses ready. In fact, he moved house, and so he was he's indisposed. But we'll have him back, please God, now in 2 weeks' time. So we're going to start off with Damaris. How are you doing there? You okay? You awake?
I am. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just.
Yeah, so you're doing. Yeah, she's doing that technical stuff, and I don't like interfering with all that sort of. And Milo, how are you? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm muted, Milo.
Oh, you're muted, Milo. You're not coming out. You're speechless for the first.
Very.
It's about time he came out.
I'm doing me technical. doing me technical stuff here as well, Derek.
Yeah. There you go. You're loud now. We're going to start a nice lively song, and it's a real old Dublin song. Frank O'Donovan's great ballad. We're on the one road, and it brings Irish people together and brings their friends and the Irish, no matter where they are, together in song. I've always loved singing this ballad, and I particularly want to dedicate it to all the folks who are watching up there in Tyrone, because this time last year we were playing in Oma, and we had a wonderful night. I was Santa Claus, and Andreas was one of me helpers.
I still am.
And we had a great night. So here's On the One Road. So enjoy this one, this ballad to start off in the evening.
All righty. Is this the Christmas version?
Yes, the Christmas version. Yeah. Hey, did we come in too soon there, Damaris?
No, you're okay. You're okay.
Yeah.
We're on the one road, share the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. We're on the one road, and maybe the wrong road, but we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork or Donegal. We're on the one road, singing along, we're singing a soldier song. And though we've had troubles now and then. Now is the time to make 'em up again. Sure aren't we all Irish anyhow? Now is the time to step together now. We're on the one road, share the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. We're on the one road, it may be the wrong road, but we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork or Donegal. We're on the one road, swinging along. We're singing a soldier song. Oh, tinker, tailor, every mother's son, a butcher, a baker, shouldering his gun. Rich man, a poor man, every man a lion. All together just like old lang syne. We're on the one road, share the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. We're on the one road, it may be the wrong road, but we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork or Donegal. We're on the one road, singing along. We're singing a soldier song. Oh, night is darkest just before the dawn. From dissensions Ireland is reborn. Soon we'll all, united Irishmen, make our land a nation once again. We're on the one road, share the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. We're on the one road, it may be the wrong road, but we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork or Donegal. We're on the one road, we're swinging along. We're singing a soldier song. One more time together. We're on the one road, sharing the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. We're on the one road, it may be the wrong road, but we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork or Donegal. We're on the one road, we're singing along. We're singing a soldier song.
That's a smiling band there, and happy band. And that song on the one road, taken down there in Kennedy Castle in County Offaly. Hello to all our friends down in Offaly, and hello to you. No matter where you are, Damaris, come in there and tell us who's watching.
I didn't even have a chance to look yet now.
Yes.
Okay.
Who's watching?
Yes, loads. Martina Sage. Kay Whelan says Merry Christmas. Patrick Cronin says great song. Mary McCanny said her dad was from Omagh. So she sent many happy summers with her Granny Macale's pub. Is her cousin. Anthony Murphy says happy Christmas. Mike Reese is watching in from Indianapolis. Patrick Burns Sr. is watching in. Colleen Corbett O'Malley. She says from a chilly and snowy. Paul Maher is watching in. Marianne Keeney Stevens is watching in. Michael Burley is watching in. Martina Sage watching in. Peter Angelo.
Peter's from Trim in County Meath there, living in Florida.
Royals, yes.
Very good.
Nice to see Meath people when they tune in. Makes me very happy.
Yes.
Hello to Alan Hickey out there. Alan Hickey's in.
Yes.
How are you, Alan?
How are you doing?
Yes.
Halloran says happy Christmas, Derek Milo, Andreas Damaris and Cormac. So
Come on.
Happy Christmas.
Maureen Conway is watching in. How are you doing, Maureen?
Hey, Maureen. How are you?
Yes. Well, I always remember this time last November, we played a wonderful time in San Francisco. And, San Francisco's always been a venue that I've loved playing over the years. And I remember being out there many years ago and playing for a wonderful man that had a bar there, Harry Harrington. And Harry used to have everyone from Ireland would perform in this place. And he was the go-to man in the city. And I have very fond memories of the city. It was a very Irish city. I've also remembered the great Dan McCormick. Dan was a lovely man. He was the head of the unions out there. And he was a plumber by trade, but he was a man that that given more Irish people work and jobs that would come out from Ireland. It was remarkable the way the communities used to stay together. But the reason I mentioned that was I was singing this song, the Foggy Jew, and I remember it was the favourite song of both of those men have passed away. I've always loved the ballad, and so much so that it was the very first song, the first LP that the Wolf Tones ever produced was the Foggy Jew. And of course, we did it back in 1964, just a couple of years before the 50th anniversary of the Easter Rebellion. And it seemed natural to pick that song because it's such a beautiful ballad, and it was written by a man from County Down, Charles O'Neill. And there's a wonderful story behind it. So many people love the words and all that it said, and the aspiring sentiments that are expressed in it. So I'm going to dedicate it to all the many fans. I know it's early in the morning out in San Francisco, but this is for all the folks in the Bay Area that have supported Irish music and song over my 5 years. And thanks indeed for that support. And here's the wonderful ballad, the Foggy Jew, that remembers the men and women of the Easter Rebellion. Thank you.
Okay, and so this is the first song we recorded during the lockdown. So it's like an oldie but goldie. Sure, and
This is going to be fun.
and we had a bit of help there from Jim and Oren as well. So
Oh, very good, very good.
Yes.
even they look a bit older now.
Even one of them is.
Yeah, that was
Well,
nice.
maybe two of them.
And now, boys and girls, Derek Warfield and the Young Wolf Tones, presenting Damaris Woods on banjo, Milo Milan on guitar, Cormac McGuinness on bass, Andre Stroken on keyboard, and Jim Woods on bodhrán, with our special guest, Oren Woods, all the way from Donegal. The Foggy Jew, as down the glen one Easter morn.
As down the glen one Easter morn, the city fair all died. There Ireland's lines of marching men and squadrons passed me by. No pipes did pun, no battle drum, it sounded loud tattoo. But the Angelus bell or the Jiffy swell rang out in the foggy dew. Right proudly high over Dublin town, they flung out the flag of war. 'Twas better to die neath an Irish sky than the Suvla or Sodel Bar. And from the plains of Royal Meath, strong men came pouring through, while Britannia's sons with the great big guns sailed in through the foggy dew. Oh, the night fell black and the rifles black, they portrayed the Albion wheel. With the laden way in 7 tongues of flame, it shine o'er the lines of steel. By chiming blade a prayer was said, that to Ireland the songs be true. When the morning broke, till the war flag shook out its hold in the foggy dew. Was England bade our wild geese blow, that small nation might be free. But the lonely graves are by Suvla's waves on the fringe of the great North Sea. Oh, have they died by Pierce's side, or fought with Cobra?
keep amazed at those fearless men going through. Who bore their fight for the freedom's right, and shine through the foggy dew. Back through the glen I rode again, my heart with grief was sore. For I parted with those gallant men, whom I'll never see no more. But to and fro in my dreams I go, I kneel and I pray for you. For slavery fled, oh glorious dead, when you fell in the foggy dew.
Woo!
Mighty, mighty.
Oh, but just let me turn on my lights.
We did that first last April. Can you imagine that? Of course, we were only
back.
learning how to use Mr. Zoom at that time. Yeah,
Oh, sure, now look at.
and but the skills of our sound engineers have so much improved over the months. They're now professionals, but that is brings us back. And I thanks indeed to Oren there for the wonderful whistle playing, and of course for Jim for his magical bow on touches. And Damaris, hand you over to you there.
Okay, Mary's watching in from Detroit. I think she's watched all of our 33 shows. She's on our 34 tonight. So thanks to Mary for supporting us every week.
There's a prize for that, I think, isn't there?
Yep.
Yes, just drop it in and we'll look after it.
I love your Christmas tree, Andreas. It's very, very. You're a bright spark.
Oh, sure.
I was going to say you're the. What
I'm just hoping that he's not plugged into an electric socket somewhere because
Well, you never know.
I was going to say you're the light and
batteries are
soul.
great.
You're the light and soul of the party, but I think you're the lights anyway.
Now, just in case anyone's wondering, the lights are blue and white, but they're not purpose because I'm from Cavan. It just so happens they're blue and white.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Mark Pittard is watching in.
Yeah.
And Joan Ross is watching in from Canada, and she loves that song. Veronica Baldwin is watching in. Ness Jones from Brittany and France.
Oh, great stuff.
Peter Angelo
Bonjour.
says, big win for the Dubs tomorrow. Okay.
Yep,
Jesus,
Moving
somebody
on.
likes looking into the future.
5 in a row, 5 in a row, 5 in a row.
Where's that mute button? Maureen Conway says it's a white Christmas in Cleveland. Oh, you can keep it, Maureen. You can keep it.
Yes, even though we all love the snow looking at it.
Dana says happy Christmas from Southie. Pat O'Halloran is looking at the roads of Kildare. Chris O'Hagan says howdy and Merry Christmas from Dallas and Texas. And Rita Aspel says up Mayo. Fair play to you, Rita. Janet,
Yeah, fair play, Rita.
I wish you a Merry Christmas and stay healthy. We're doing our best. And John Madden says Merry Christmas to you all and a shout out to Porrick Daly in Hoboken, New Jersey. How are you, Porrick?
How are you, Porrig and John?
Hey,
Thanks.
Porrick.
Hoboken, yes, I have memories of Hoboken, one of the places I played in America, yeah.
Yeah.
And a great place.
Paul Maher is watching in. He was enjoying the song. Janet Schuyler is watching in. I think I said that right. I'm not sure.
Hi, Janet. How are you?
How you doing, Janet?
Hello, Janet.
Coming up next is the great song from you, Milo, written by the Bee Gees. Bee Gees were one of the great bands, one of the great rock bands. They revolutionized music, and I was always a big fan of their music. And of course, I knew lots of people in my generation used to emulate the dancing that they inspired. I was never part of the dancing fan, but I know all their songs are great. And my favorite song was "Staying Alive," and
Yes.
I like that song. But I think many folks will love this ballad, and they do a wonderful job on it, Milo. And it's the 1st of May, and its association with us is because. Back in the 1973, when we produced an album, Let the People Sing, we recorded this song, and Tommy sung it. It was a wonderful ballad, and I think that at Christmas time it's nice to hear. I know you said a few words over at the you sung it Wednesday night in your show, didn't you?
We did, yeah. We sung it
Oh, we
Wednesday night
did, yeah.
on the show, yeah, yeah. I love singing this song, but it was the Wolf Tones in yours and Tommy's version that I would have known. It was only when you had told me that was written by the Gives a Bee Gees number. That was the first time I had ever heard that, you know. But
Yeah.
yeah,
And they're
no,
really
it's,
nice guys too, and
yeah,
I think they, their stage presence and their musical ability, and of course they brought their own if you like rock and roll. They brought a different. There was a different sound to what they brought to the stage, and it made them unique in terms of their time. So they'll always be remembered for all the great songs they produced and over the years. I think their first song was Massachusetts, and I remember that one. It was that was their very first hit in America.
They had some great hits.
Yes,
they
they
did,
had.
yeah.
Yes, yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. But here's the wonderful song. If you have any to dedicate it to anybody, Milo, or
Well, I'll tell you what, we have so I know Noel Walsh is out there as well, and Mark Pittard, and Shauna Quinn, Eric Clausen, and Bob Murphy.
Wait,
You know,
it's Noel's birthday today.
it is.
Yeah.
Right?
No way, Jesus. And
Yeah.
he's only a young man, sure. He's only a young man.
I think he's only 20,
21 today.
21.
Oh yeah, very good.
So happy birthday, Noel.
So
and
happy
Finnegan's
birthday,
there.
and we'll throw this one out there if you want. We'll do this one for
Yeah,
you.
and Mike Palmer says, "Can you give my wife a shout out, please? She's off today." Rocio Nira Palmeri. I think I said that right. I don't know.
There's,
Rocio.
yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
we've been off since March.
and say from Buenos Aires.
Colleen wants to know what in the world is Andreas wearing.
I just borrowed some lights from the trees, so there's actually a big connection behind me. A big trail of lights.
Yes.
Martin Barber is watching in from Buncrana. He watches in every week as well. How you doing, Martin? And my sister Kerry is watching in from London. How are you, Kerry? So I know,
Yes.
Fringe
I know,
t-shirt as well.
I know Kerry likes this song, and I know my mammy likes this song, and I know that Jim likes this song. So
That's right.
yeah, they all
Yeah.
like the song. So we'll give it a lash anyway.
Oh, you're having a bit of a family affair there.
Yes, we did this one live last year. Do you remember, Andreas, when we ate all the sweets?
That's right.
Did we eat all the sweets? No, we won't tell anybody.
No.
We stole the children's sweets. No, we didn't.
We stole the show too.
When we were small and Christmas trees were tall, we used to love while others used to play. Don't ask me why, the time has passed me by. Someone else moved in from far away. Now we are tall and Christmas trees are small, and you don't ask the time of day. But you and I, our love will never ever die. But guess who'll cry come 1st of May? grew for you and me. I watched the apples falling one by one, and I recall the moment of them all. The day I kissed your cheek and you were gone. Now we are tall and Christmas trees are small, and you don't ask the time of day. But you and I, our love will never ever die. But guess who'll cry come first of May? Christmas trees are small, and you don't ask the time of day. But you and I, our love will never ever die. But guess who'll cry come first of May? And guess who'll cry come first of May?
That was a lovely.
Lovely.
Yes, very nice, Milo and Andreas. Both of you did a wonderful job on that.
Thank you.
It was a
And
great
hat, Damaris.
Yes, I got me Christmas hat. That was a great day last year, wasn't it?
It really
Oh,
was,
look,
yeah.
it's Sister Damaris.
Yes, that was for oh yeah, it's a hat,
Oh, we should we should thank and dedicate it to Maureen or not Maureen, Marina.
Marina.
Yeah, Marina and the guys from All Folked Up as well. They were there that night,
All
and
right.
all the kids from the school.
And the Blackwater School of Music.
Yeah, it was such a great evening. Yeah, very enjoyable.
Yes, it was. Yes.
Yeah.
It was great.
Do you want to? I know there's a load of birthdays out there tomorrow week. I don't know if you spotted a few of them.
No, you go for it, Milo.
Oh,
Noel
Milo,
Walsh there.
before you do the birthdays, Milo, somebody was looking how do they drop in before they drop out. So is the link there for the tip jar? Hello?
How,
Huh? Hello?
it is. There is a Christmas drink, non-alcoholic, obviously, with the barman. He's in there. But yeah, it's down. It's pinned to the bottom, so if anyone wants to grab it, they can. So
yeah.
Noel Walsh there is happy. He's wishing us a happy Christmas, and he's looking for the Rose of Kildare, which I know we don't have ready at the moment, but we've just spent a couple of days in the studio getting a recording of it. So hopefully that'll be coming to you very soon. And wants to wish a happy birthday to himself and his daughter Sophie. And he's 40 on Christmas Eve, and she's 1 year old on the 27th of December. So and they've been listening since the very start. So thanks very much, and a very happy birthday and a happy Christmas to you both.
Lovely.
And Eric Clausen, he's 65 years old today. So happy birthday, Eric. So there's plenty of people celebrating
He's
out
not
there
shy
with
about
us. So,
that at all.
yes, thanks for including us in your celebrations. We really appreciate it.
Yes.
Okay, back to you, Damaris there.
Absolutely. Oh, and happy birthday to Dallin, who was 9
Yes.
last Wednesday. Yes.
Yeah,
And my brother Alan was yesterday.
Yes.
that's right.
And,
And Andreas, your birthday is very soon, Andreas. What age will you be?
We're actually, I don't know, I forgot to tell you there when I was on my holidays there, we're having a special show dedicated to me. Oh, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
My brother Noel, of course, Noel is his birthday is around Christmas too, and
Very good.
I think we have a lot of birthdays, yes, celebrating, and nobody celebrates them like you, Andreas. You had 5 birthdays
Absolutely.
this year, 5.
I remember
There, was a,
the
there must be there's a shortage on something in March every year. Oh God, could you fill us in there, Milo?
I wanted to ask you, Andreas, is that tree, is that small or is it far away? The Christmas tree.
Well, put it to you this way: it's 7 foot.
Wow.
I know.
We have a real
I
treat
must.
coming. Go ahead, go
Yeah,
ahead.
no, go ahead, Derek. Go ahead.
No, I'd say well, we have a real treat coming up for you because we got lots of the Mars played a couple of tunes down in Kennedy Castle. We went down there for the session, and we got, I mean, a phenomenal response to this tune. She played a tune called "The Fox Hunter's Reel," and I think a lot of people requested it. For some technical reason, we couldn't do it last week, but we decided to put it in the show this week, and it's a wonderful. It shows the great talent indeed of Damaris, and it's a wonderful piece of music that goes back many years in our musical heritage. So here's the Fox Hunter's Reel. If you have anything to add to it, go ahead there, Damaris.
Oh no, I go ahead and get it played anyway. Sure. Give me a second here.
Absolutely. Yeah, so happy birthday to all those birthdays.
Yeah, there's lots of birthdays. Actually, Dolores Foley is watching in from Iceland. She says, "Thanks for all the brilliant entertainment."
Oh yes,
Oh, very good.
Thanks, Dolores.
I had fond memories of Reykjavik. We played up in Reykjavik there back in the in Iceland back I think around the 1990s, and we had a wonderful time. And it was the first time I seen a football match played at 12 at night, and it was still
Wow.
it was still daylight. So
Jesus.
you're in the dark now and then, Reykjavik. But thanks
Is,
for watching. And
is that Reykjavik? Is that Sunnivavic?
no, it's
She's in,
the great.
she's in Selfoss, Iceland.
Oh, very
Very
good.
good.
Yes,
Very good.
yeah.
Very good.
Well, enjoy the
very-
music. Enjoy the music up there in Iceland. And it's about time we went back to Iceland. So let the people know that we'd love to go back and visit and play music up there. We were there, and during it was just after you had the warfare fish, the cod war with our friends to the east.
Oh
And
no, no
we went,
fishing jokes.
we went there to give you musical support. We had a wonderful time.
We were only talking about that, Derek, yesterday.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's our friends in Iceland there. Very proud of you. And here's the great Fox Hunters Reel. Get
Yeah.
ready for really exciting. If you feel like dancing, put your dancing shoes on.
Yeah.
Here you
And
go.
dance around the Christmas tree.
Well, folks, I have a real treat for you here. No folk band, no ballad band would be complete without a banjo player. And we're very fortunate in the Young Tones to have the best banjo player in Ireland. Playing the tenor banjo, Damaris Woods, excels in that instrument that has brought so much joy to people all around the world. Not only is Damaris a wonderful musician, but she's also a wonderful teacher. And you don't often get the two things together. So we're going to play a tune for you now and enjoy it. It's called The Fox Hunter's Reel. And The Fox Hunter's Reel, if you listen closely, you can almost hear the foxes screaming to get out from the sight of all the hounds that are following them. So here's the great Fox Hunter's Reel, featuring the great banjo playing of Damaris Woods from County Meath.
I don't know how that keyboard just done that, Andreas. And the judo chop at the end of it.
Oh,
Tomorrow's people
Lord.
were loving that. Tomorrow's everyone was loving it. You got so many lovely comments in. Everyone was really enjoying it there. Bob Murphy, Julie Neeson Byrne. How are you, Julie? And
Oh, hello,
Colleen
Julie.
Corbett, Harley Townsend, Patty Keeney, Geraldine Cottle, Paul Marr, Kelly Zed, Mike Beachman. Everyone was loving it tomorrow. It's fantastic banjo
Yeah, it was
playing.
great.
Incredible.
Really.
And a shout out there to Julianne over the road there, just watching, mighty fiddle player herself.
Yes, and we had your tune last week, didn't you, with
That's
Julianne?
right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Jim says Dallin wants Andreas's job on the piano.
Oh, no bother. You can have it for a while there.
Yes, so watch this spot, watch this space.
Excellent. Pierce is
Oh,
watching from
Lord.
next door. How are you, Pierce?
How are you,
Hi,
Pierce?
Piers. Who won the money there last night? What? Oh, Lord. Oh, God.
Safe journey to Pierce. Enjoy tomorrow, and don't forget and bring us back a nice present from London, right?
Kathy Murphy Revel is dancing around the Christmas tree in Markey, Iowa.
I hope it's still standing.
Yeah.
Okay, next song. What do we got next?
Oh, we have a lovely song from Andreas. We haven't featured this one for a couple of weeks, and it's "My Last Farewell," the beautiful ballad that was written by the brothers O'Mara, and they wrote this song about Patrick Pearse's last letter to his mother and his family. It was a very moving letter, and of course, Patrick Pearse was very passionate about bringing freedom and liberty to Ireland, and he knew exactly how the Irish people had suffered. He knew his history, and he wrote this song to his family to explain to them the reasons that he had taken the actions that he did, that of course led to his death and execution here in Dublin. But it's a beautiful ballad, and the letter was a very moving one. I have a copy of it, and Andreas, I know you did a beautiful job with the golden voice that you have, and so here for the folks is the beautiful song, "My Last
Eric.
Farewell." My
Thank
last
you.
farewell.
Enjoy. Here's my last farewell. Dearest mother, I am writing just to say I won't be home. There's something that I have to do, and I must do alone. They have took me, and they've put me in this lonely prison cell. Tonight, my thoughts are with you as I say my last farewell. So say goodbye to Margaret, Mary Bridget, and me all. I have no words to tell you how much I'll miss you all. Though I may not show it, you know I've loved you well. So in my final letter, I will bid my last farewell. Dearest brother, won't you take good care of all the folks for me? Go home to Redfarnham the day they set you free. I was happy when you stood by me in all that we've been through. No one has ever had
That's fantastic, Andreas. Well done. Lovely
Oh,
song.
sure. Now look at.
You sing it lovely. Well done.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes,
And you know,
Very much.
lots of comments
and
on that one. Actually,
we did that song last May. Can you believe that? Last May. That's one of our earliest recordings, and well done, Andreas. You did a great job.
Thank you, Derek. Thank you.
just while it's for Noel's birthday, actually, Derek, we have an extra song here that we're gonna pop in. Seeing how he's a proud Derry man.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, very good. Yeah, of
Big
course.
supporter of our music. So happy birthday, Noel. This one's for you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Noel.
Happy birthday, Noel.
Happy birthday.
In 1803 we sailed out to sea, out from the sweet town of Derry. For Australia bound, if we didn't all drown, and the marks of our fetters we carried. In the rusty iron chains we sighed for our wains, as our good women we left in sorrow. As the mainsails unfurled, our curses we hurled at the English and the thoughts of tomorrow. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. The mouth of the foil bid farewell to the soil, as down below decks we were lying. Out the heart he screamed, awoken out from a dream by the vision of bold Robert dying. The sun had burned cruel as we dished out the gruel. Dan O'Connor was down with the fever. 60 rebels today bound for Botany Bay. How many will meet their receiver? Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. Them to hell as our bow fought the swell. Our ship danced like a moth in the firelight. White horses rode high as the devil passed by, taking souls to Hades by twilight. 5 weeks out at sea, we were now 43. We bury our comrades each morning. In our own slime we were lost in the time of endless night without dawning. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. Oh, Van Diemen's Land is a hell for a man to live out his whole life in slavery, where the climate is raw and the gun makes the law. Neither wind nor rain cares for bravery. 20 years have passed by and they've ended me bond. My comrades ghosts walk behind me. A rebel I came, oh, I'm still the same. On the cold winds of night now you'll find me. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. I wish I was back home in Derry.
Yep. The great song there, written by
Mighty,
Bobby
mighty.
Sands in prison, reminding us all of all those young men and women, the followers of Robert Emmet, who were all deposed and dispersed around the world, and many of them to Australia. In the horrible condition of English prison ships, many of them never made it to Australia. It's a very sad passage in uh, the human trafficking that was part of English colonial rule. And I think Bobby Sands, when he wrote that song, reminded us of the horror and that was part of the policies. And we remember the sadness of all those people suffered at this Christmas time, and be thankful for all the grace that we have and the peace that we have today in Ireland, to give people a chance and an opportunity to speak and talk to each other across our country. So I'll hand you over to you, Damaris. Thanks indeed.
Okay, sure. Our next song we're going to be from Milo, Joe McDonald.
Very good. Well, this ballad and saying, remembering that during the Troubles, one of the saddest points in people that were incarcerated was at Christmas time. It was the most difficult time for all of those young men to spend time uh, in prisons and in when they were interned with no crime. And that happened to Joe McDonald. He was put into prison with no crime to answer for, and it's his life story is told in this song, and it's a reminder that Joe McDonald's generation didn't start this problem. This problem has been in Ireland since the presence of the English authority trying to control and to conquer this country. They failed to do that, and the resistance played by men like Joe McDonald will never be forgotten. He was from Belfast, and his story is very well articulated in this song that was written by my brother Brian. And here's sung by the great voice of Kildare man, Milo Moylan. Thanks, Milo, for singing this. You did a wonderful job on it. And
Thanks, Eric.
yeah, the ballad of Joe McDonald. Lovely.
Oh, me name is Joe MacDonald. From Belfast town I came. That city I will never see again. country. I am not a bitter man. I've seen cruelty and injustice at first hand. Then one fateful morning I shook full freedom's hand. For right or wrong I tried to free my land. And you dare to call me a terrorist while you look down your gun. When I think of all the deeds that you have done, you have plundered many nations, divided many lands. You have terrorized their peoples. You ruled with an iron hand, and you brought the strain of terror to my land. October's morning, trapped in the lion's den, I found myself in prison once again. Was admitted to the H blocks for 14 years or more. On the blanket, the conditions they were poor. And a hunger strike we did commence for the dignity of man. But it seemed to me that no one gave a damn. Now I am a saddened man. I've watched my comrades die. If only people cared or wondered why. And you dare to call me a terrorist while you look down your gun. When I think of all the deeds that you have done, you have conquered many nations, divided many lands. You have terrorized their peoples. You ruled with an iron hand, and you brought the strain of terror to my land. May God shine on you, Bobby Sands, for the courage you have shown. May your glory and your fame be widely known. And Francis Hughes and Ray McCreesh, who died unselfishly, and Patsy O'Hara, and the next in line is me. And to those who lie behind me, may your courage be the same. And I pray to God my life was not in vain. But sad and bitter was the year of 1981, where everything I've lost and nothing's won.
Well done, Milo.
Thanks very much, kid. Thanks for all the lovely comments out there as well. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
A powerful
Very
song.
good, yeah. Well, it serves at this Christmas time. We remember the families of all those young men who gave their lives for our country, and we paid our respects to them persistently and remembering their lives through our music. And that's something that we're very proud to do because these people put their lives, their families, and their communities at risk in taking the actions that they did. But they took those actions in the belief that they could change the horrible discrimination and sectarianism that has been fostered by the government in London over generations. And it's time now to undo it and bring about peace in our country, permanent peace, where this country could be, see reunification of a land that's the most clearly defined country in Europe. And it should have never been separated. When the people woke up in 1920 on the 23rd of December to find that the counties of Donegal, Tyrone, Derry, Fermanagh, Monaghan, Armagh, and Louth and Cavan would be separated, parishes, townlands that had never been separated. I think the biggest crime was the separation and the partition of Ulster, the ancient province that indeed always had a characteristic all of its own, a heritage of its own, one that was proud and in its contributions to Irish culture and tradition couldn't be surpassed. So today we're mindful that the 23rd of December was disaster day for Ireland when those who sat in London decided to partition and separate our country without consulting anybody in it. What a horror. So today we remember coming up to Christmas, it's been mindful to remember all the sadness that was brought upon Ireland and its people by that decision. So I'll hand you over to Damaris, I'll hand you over to you to, I'm sure you have lots of requests there.
Loads of requests. Everybody enjoyed that song, and everybody and actually to say a happy Christmas to Karen Cray and May Cray that are watching in there.
Oh yes, that's Karen and Meg. That's great that you're watching because I know that Mick was always a big supporter of our band and the sentiments we expressed, and he always loved that song. So, and of course, I dedicate it to Michael, who is over in Germany. I hope he's watching. He's a beautiful restaurant and bar in Munich. So, thanks indeed.
Okay, a nice happy song. This is our Christmas, the song we released for Christmas just a couple of weeks ago, just about 10 days ago. We released this. So, Spanish Lady.
The Spanish lady coming up. Here she is.
Tell us about the Spanish Lady, Derek.
Oh, well, the Spanish lady was my very first recording when it was a Chisler back in 1960s.
Thank God you said
1964.
recording.
Yes. When I was a little boy, I recorded this song. And what a great, it's a Dublin song, of course. We dedicate it to all the dubs.
Oh, no, I'm not playing this one.
Yes.
Man.
I'm a lone voice. I'm surrounded by Cavan and Mead. And the closer you get to Dublin, the more we're loved. So I mean, Mead and Kildare always have the greatest love for Dublin. But let me say, the Spanish lady is a special place in my heart. And I just let me say to you that when we were starting out to play music in the Four Courts Hotel, we used to get a girl to come in and she did Spanish dancing. Her name is Chilita. And one week she came in on Friday and she slipped and fell. And she was a bit on the plump side, but she couldn't get back up. And I had to go over and give her a hand. I realized how heavy she was. And I realized what talent she had. But she did anyway. She was our Spanish lady. But anybody watching from Spain or our good friends in Argentina, this is a reminder that back in the 18th century when this song was written, nobody knows who wrote it. Ireland was a very, very cosmopolitan city then, as it is today. All people from all over Europe used to flock here for the culture, music, and particularly the music. So here's the Spanish lady, and of course the great patriot Napper Tandy, who was an importer of all the wines and the good brandy from France. Napper Tandy was a larger than life character, a wonderful, a great Republican. He actually, his life was saved by Napoleon, and he lies in a grave in Bordeaux in France. And they're all mentioned this great song that has great chorus to it. So sing along with us, and here's the Spanish lady.
Kelly, you're funny.
You're not to be laughing.
Oh my God.
I hope that poor woman isn't watching in, I tell you.
God almighty.
As I rode out to Dublin City at the hour of 12 of the night, who should I see but the Spanish lady washing her feet by candlelight? First she washed them, then she dried them over a fire of amber coals. In all my life I ne'er did see a maid so sweet about the souls. Whack for the tooraloora laddie, whack for the tooraloora lay, whack for the tooraloora laddie, whack for the tooraloora lay. He stopped to look, but the watchman saw me, and he said, "Young fella, the night is late. Along with you home, or I'll wrestle you straight way through the bridewell gate." I blew a kiss to the Spanish lady, hot as the fire of amber coals. In all my life I ne'er did see a maid so sweet about the souls. Whack for the tooraloora laddie, whack for the tooraloora lay, whack for the tooraloora laddie, whack for the tooraloora lay. Now she's no mutt for a pebble squaddy with her ivory comb and her mantle fine. She make a wife for the provost marshal, drunk on brandy or claret wine. I got a look from the Spanish lady, hot as a fire of amber coals, and all my life I ne'er did see a maid so sweet about the souls. Whack for the tooraloora laddie, whack for the tooraloora lay, whack for the tooraloora laddie, whack for the tooraloora lay. As I went out to Dublin City as the hour of dawn was o'er, which should I see but the Spanish lady? I was weary and footsore. First she coaxed me, then she chid me, and she laughed at my sad plight. And all my life I ne'er did see a maid so sweet as on that night. Whack for the tooraloora laddie, whack for the tooraloora lay, whack for the tooraloora laddie, whack for the tooraloora lay. Wandered north and I wandered south through Stony Batter and Patrick's Close, up and around by the Gloucester Diamond and home by Napper Tandy's house. Old age has laid her hand on me, cold as a fire of a she-coal. But where is the lovely Spanish lady, neat and sweet about the soul? Whack for the tooraloora laddie, whack for the tooraloora lay, whack for the tooraloora laddie, whack for the tooraloora laddie, whack for the tooraloora laddie, whack for the tooral, whack for the tooral, whack for the tooraloora laddie.
This is a great song, and the video's class, isn't it?
Excellent, yes.
Awesome.
34, yeah. 44, 44, 46 years ago, I recorded that song, and there it is again. A Spanish lady for all the folks out there. And our thanks there to Jean for the great dancer. Jean is in China now. She's dancing with, who is she
I think
dancing
she's on
with?
her way home now. I think she's done.
Is she done?
Yes, the Feed of Flames. I think they finished up their tour a couple of days ago, so she could be on the route home. I'm not sure exactly, but
Oh, are we still talking about the one Derek was talking about 46 years ago? Or are we talking about?
Brendan says, "What do I see but a Spanish lady cracking the floor?" Oh my God! I really hope that woman is not watching in.
Chilita. Chilita was a great character. She was a good dancer. She used to have she did the
He's reeling himself back in.
maracas, yes. Yeah,
she was what? Great on the maracas.
miraculous medals. Yeah, the miraculous medals. Yes. Yeah.
Well, let me turn off the Christmas tree here.
She's a wonderful. Our stage partner was a man called Ernesto, and he was a flamenco guitarist, and he was a brilliant guitarist. He used to play the flamenco guitar, and
I'll have to put my foot down now, Derek.
Oh, delayed reaction.
yeah, that's
Big shout out there to Kathy and Clint who are watching in. They're watching every week from Arizona.
yes.
Hi, guys.
Hi,
How are
Kathy.
you?
Hi, Clint.
Thanks, Emil. Every week they're there. Fair play
week,
to them. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Geraldine Colton says you should quit while you can, Derek.
Yeah, Kelly said there's no backpedaling now, so
Yeah.
Oh God.
I never. I'll pay for this. Yes.
Oh. Oh, let me tell you, there's a tip jar, Jerry. You could drop in there and drop out.
Oh yeah, we have to tell. You have to tell folks also.
That's your punishment.
Yes. All those
you might get a fine. You might get a fine there.
And I've bought our CDs and our face masks. Remember to that, and of course the Giant Milo and Damaris, they done their Saturday night show from 10 until 12. They'll be on next Wednesday as well. So it's a wonderful show they put on. So it's tomorrow night, isn't it? No,
Tomorrow night, yeah, we're on tomorrow night. Yeah.
Tomorrow night will be our last night before Christmas.
Yes, tomorrow night. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow night. Yeah. But yeah, you were saying, and so you can find all the CDs and the merch and all. It's on the youngwolftones.bandcamp.com. So if you head to that website, you get all the downloads and all the CDs, and you can get the T-shirts and the masks that we have. I've thrown up the links there in the comments as well. So yeah, head over there. That's the new shop. We opened up a shop there during the lockdown.
A pop-up shop.
A pop-up shop.
Yeah.
Jim is looking for the beardy masks, and Kelly Zed wants to know, is Andreas and his red organ going to make an appearance again tomorrow night? You never know.
You
never
never
know.
know.
We're trying to convince him.
You never know.
No, it doesn't take much convincing.
No.
Okay, I think the next song is Andreas, actually. The Fields of Athenry. So here we go.
Lovely.
Well, can I just make a special request to Terry and Ian across in Glasgow?
Yes, of course you can.
Yes.
You just did.
I love that on the radio. Can it play a special request for Johnny and Jimmy? You just did.
Yes. Terry.
My lonely prison wall, I heard a young man calling. Michael, they are taking you away, for you stole the valiant's corn, so the young might see the morn. Now the prison ship lies waiting in the bay. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was all
prison wall. I heard a young man calling. Nothing matters, Mary, when you're free. Against the famine and the crown, I rebelled, they ran me down. Now you must raise our child with dignity. Low lie the fields of Athen Rye, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athen Rye. My lonely harbor wall, she watched the last star falling as the prison ship sailed out against the sky. Sure she'll live and hope and pray for a love in Botany Bay. It's so lonely round the fields of Athen Rye. Low lie the fields of Athen Rye, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athen Rye. Low lie the fields of Athen Rye, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athen Rye. It's so lonely round the fields of Athen Rye.
Hello, Andreas. Fair play to you, bye.
Milo.
And
Mighty, mighty.
Mandy wants to know where was that video filmed? Well, most of it actually was filmed in Athen Rye, and then the
And
rest
at
of
the
it,
Famine Memorial in Dublin.
yeah, and then
right?
some in the studio. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
the memorial. Sorry, go ahead, Milo.
no, go on, Derek. I want to come across it.
The memorial at the start of it is the famine memorial at the docks side in Dublin, and we filmed a lot of it there, and also the ship, the Jeannie Johnson, is it's there. It was a ship that brought immigrants to America around that period after the starvation, and that's there also there, and that's where we filmed the first part. And we went to Athen Rye, so yeah, it was very nice. And of course, the golden voice of Andreas there from Cavan, golden. No other county can have a singer with golden in it, only Cavan, because Cavan are the people that have the gold. Yes.
I see Mary Lou just made a comment. Is that the Mary Lou?
Yes, Mary Lou. What'd she say?
Oh, she loves me voice.
Well, like,
hello,
yes,
Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart.
Well, it was great to do it on. We done it Wednesday night with you, and just fantastic. We haven't played it live in so long, you know.
That's right, yeah.
March,
yeah.
March, yeah. March.
Actually, we have to put out. Someone commented earlier on. I think it was James. He was saying, We may put out a disclaimer now because he said he watched the show Wednesday night and he was late for work the next morning or something. So
It's not our
we
fault.
can't be blamed though. We can't be blamed for that. You know?
Yes.
Oh,
Well, you know,
God.
we get blamed for a lot of things, you know, musicians and performers. We are the butt of many a late morning, and yes. Well,
We went beyond. We were beyond the curfew.
yes. We can always claim disclaimer. Yes.
But that's it. We put out the disclaimer now.
It's not
I think
responsible. We're not responsible.
it was worth it though all along. It was worth it in the end.
Watch
Yes,
at your own risk. Yes, that's it.
I think we're going to have one from Cormac. Of course, we haven't got Cormac with us this week. Of course, Cormac's the only one of the young wolf towns that is separated from us. He's, of course, in America, and he couldn't get out, and we can't get in. He can't get out, and we can't get in. But he's doing okay, and he's up there in Destin, but he's off this week. And he'll be back up there over after Christmas Day to play and perform in McGuire's. But he's singing the next song for us. And of course, there'll be 31 counties tomorrow now playing, shouting for Mayo against Dublin. And we're going to sing a Dublin song this time. Nobody sings it like Cormac, Dublin in the rare old times. I have to say it's a great ballad. And of course, the rare old times that Pete St. John wrote about were part of my early childhood, and I remember Dublin with great love for the character that it had back in the 50s and 60s, when the conversation was everything, and people were judged by the conversation. Many of the people who grew up were only learning the English language, and they made their own of it, and they expressed it in a different way. So it had a special culture, and I think a lot of it's captured in this song, sung by Cormac, who sings a lot of Dublin songs with great passion. So Cormac, we wish him well, and to all his kin over there, and to Susie and all the friends.
Yeah.
I think there's a rumor going around that he fell up a ladder, as opposed to down a ladder.
We wish them all the best in their new home, and they're moving in today.
Yes.
So fair play to
Yeah.
them. So
Yes.
Yeah, congratulations, guys. Well
And
done.
no steps were harmed in the incident, I believe.
it's going to be some housewarming, I can
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
Jesus!
It'll be one small step for Susie and Cormac, but one giant leap for the young wolf towns.
I think we should live stream it.
That's a good idea, actually. Anyway, here we go.
I think there might be a fault in the line that night.
Ring a rosy as the light declines. I remember Dublin city in the rare old time. Raised on songs and stories, heroes of renown, the passing tales and glory
city in the rare old times. All the years have made me bitter, the gargle dims me brain, 'cause Dublin keeps on changing and nothing seems the same. The pillar and the mat have gone, the royal sits pulled down, as the grey unyielding concrete makes the city of my town. Ring a rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin city in the rare old times. Very well, sweet Anna Liffey, I can no longer stay and watch the new glass cages that spring up along the quay. My mind's too full of memories, too old to hear new chime. I'm a part of what was Dublin in the rare old time. Ring a rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin city in the rare old times. Ring a rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin city in the rare old time.
Well done, Cormac.
Job, Cormac. Yeah, great job, Cormac.
Best of luck today now, for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
And every day.
Yes, yes, and may they have lots of years of happiness in their new house. Yes,
I don't mind doing Christmas there next year now. It's no problem to me.
Yeah, I might agree on that one, Andreas.
I think we'd all agree.
yeah. We want to send a,
Turkey on the beach, no problem.
I want to
Forget
say
the turkey.
all our friends up in Newry. This time last year, we were playing up in Newry, County Down in the bank. Yes, and
That's right.
yeah, we'll be back there. And please God, I was talking to the people next year when all this madness of COVID hopefully will be behind us, and we'll be able to get out on the road again. And I want to thank all the folks that contacted me over the last couple of months, which shows that we were scheduled to do both in America and here in Ireland, and we rearranged them to play at more or less the same times next year. So, and thanks indeed for that. So, and back to you, Damaris. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're going to play a set of tunes here again now that we recorded this time last year up in the Arts Centre in Omagh, and for the Blackwater School of Music. So here we go. This is like a blast from the past, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Keep an eye out for some special visitors at the end.
Oh yes, see if you recognise them.
Yeah,
That was a great night. That was fun.
that was fun.
Special thanks there to Mr. and Mrs. Claus. We won't say who they were for
No.
Absolutely.
little boys and girls watching. So, we'll play another track here from the same night as well. You might
Yeah.
recognise them better from this one. It's a little bit shaky, but it's still. We thought it was worth giving it a shot.
The miracle of the phones. What you can do with the phones these days.
Okay.
Yes.
As long as we look good from a distance, that's all that
Yeah.
matters.
Wonder who this is.
Oh, mother of God.
No, God.
God.
the green, the prettiest picture you've ever seen. Christmas in Killarney, with all of the folks at home. It's nice to know to kiss your beau when cuddling under the mistletoe. Santa Claus, of course, you know, is with the guys from home. The door is always open, the neighbors play and call. Father John, before he's done, will bless the house and all. Around the scenes and click giants and line up the front of the chicks and rings. Christmas in Killarney, all the folks at home. It's Christmas in Killarney, with all the folks at home.
Yes,
That was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
yes,
That
yeah.
was great crack, yeah.
I left my reindeers behind. Who were the reindeers? They were out of control. They were totally out of control. They were stepping on our speakers and our.
Oh, God.
I'll never bring the reindeers again because we paid.
No, no. And I would sometimes you might want to leave Mrs. Claus home the odd time too.
Oh, she was great. She was great.
Oh, she was brilliant.
Yes. Yeah, well, it was a
Oh, that was a great
night.
night.
It was a great night, yeah.
All the kids, the marina up there in Tyrone, they teach us so many young boys and girls to play Irish traditional music, and it was a wonderful evening of song and music, and they were very fond memories. We'd hoped to do the same this year, but of course, as you all know, it was that we had no performance since last March. So, but here's back to you, Damaris, and what have you got next going up there
Okay,
next?
but this one is a special dedication to Wayne. He's feeling a good bit better. He still has a long road to go, but we were glad to hear from him from today. So,
Good.
Wayne sang this song with us down in Kinnity. So here we go.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful song. Always requested it, indeed, from our shows all over the world. The story and the great love story between Joseph Plunkett and Grace Gifford, and the beautiful song Grace.
Thank you very much indeed, boys and girls, and you're very welcome. We have a wonderful treat for you in this next song. In Irish history, there are wonderful love stories, and perhaps one of the most beautiful love stories is the love that was shared between Grace Gifford and Joseph Plunkett. They loved Ireland, and they loved liberty and freedom, and they loved each other. And they shared that love right until the very end. As many of you know, Joseph Plunkett was one of the men who signed our Declaration of Independence. He was sentenced to death. And hours before he was executed, Grace Gifford married him in Kilmainham Prison Chapel. It's a wonderful story of love and dedication to the cause of Ireland and the freedom and liberty of our people. They devoted their life to each other and of course to the people of Ireland. But here to sing this beautiful song is Wayne, and I'll ask you all to cherish the love that is at the very foundation of our state. Grace.
As we gathered in the chapel here in Kilmainham jail, I think about these last few weeks, or would they say we failed? From our school days they have taught us we must yearn for liberty. Yet all I want in this dark place is to have you here with me. Oh, grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. And take me out at dawn, and I must die. With all my love I place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, so we must say goodbye. Now I know it's hard for you, my love, to ever understand the love I bear for these brave men, my love of this dear land. But when Padre called me to his side down in the GPO, I had to leave my own sick bed, to him I had to go. Oh, grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. And take me out at dawn, and I must die. With all my love I place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, so we must say goodbye. Now who has the dawn? It's breaking, my heart is breaking too. On this May morn, as I walk out, my thoughts would be with you. And I'll write the words upon the wall so everyone will know I love so much that I could see his blood upon the rose. Oh, grace, just hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. And take me out at dawn, and I must die. With all my love I place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, so we must say goodbye. No, there won't be time to share our love, so we must say goodbye.
Lovely, Wayne.
And thanks indeed to Wayne there, Wayne Burleton, who's played with us many shows over the last couple of years. when Cormac was away or couldn't make it, and but he's a wonderful person, and he's ill at the moment in the hospital, and we wish him a speedy recovery. It sounds that he's on that way from the text we're getting from. So Wayne, there, a man who loves his music, and we love Wayne.
Yeah, here we are.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay, Celtic Symphony.
Yes, for all our friends up in Glasgow there who've asked for this song, and all the, this year or next year in 2021, we were supposed to be in Las Vegas in June for the wonderful Celtic convention. It's been postponed until 2022, so we look forward to that. It seems like a long way away, but you don't feel the months gone. Who would have thought we'd be playing and singing for 34 weeks without doing a live gig? But so it won't be long. And to all our fans across there in Scotland, and indeed around the world, particularly to the Celtic Supporters Club in Honolulu, who've been locked down, and 3 of their favourite bars are closed, and it's a shame. But here's the great song. Any requests out there for the Damaris?
Loads of requests, Derek. Loads of requests. So I'd say this is our second last number. The last one is a surprise. So
here we go. Celtic Symphony.
I just say, yeah, a big thanks to everybody that's tuned in for the last 34 weeks. There's loads of you out there, and thanks a million. Myself and Milo will be live, and you never know what special guests we might get tomorrow night. We'll be live with Damaris and Milo, and whoever else joins us. It'll be our last
if you dare, join us if you dare.
Yes.
It'll be our last show before Christmas, and a few people have asked when's our next live stream, so we haven't quite decided yet, but it'll be in the next couple of weeks anyway. So.
Yeah, well, the thing about it is we will not be having a show next Friday, which is, of course, Christmas Day. And the following Friday, we'll be back, and I'm sure on that date in January. So we take this opportunity to wish you all a very, very happy New Year. And we'll all say good riddance to 2020.
Absolutely.
And we'd also, for you all out there that have supported our music and band over the last year, a particular thanks to those of you who watched our shows and who have bought or downloaded our music. And we wish you a very happy Christmas, a peaceful one. And those of you, say a prayer for Wayne. I was in hospital and that he's recovered fully.
Yeah, and a big thanks to everybody that's helped us through the year, putting our videos together, to Brendan, to Luca Byrne from Brendan Keenan, the wonderful band, Luca Byrne from the wonderful band, the Byrne Brothers, Milo, Finton, Huron, everybody that's helped us get through this year with the live streaming. Special thanks there to Susie as well, Cormac's wife, that helps us with the sharing and getting the word out every week, and everybody that makes these shows possible. Thanks as well to our special guests tonight that jumped in that were there for the Foggy Dew, to Oren Woods, and of course Jim Woods that played on a few of the videos, and Pierce that played on a good few of the videos, and of course Wayne, and everybody that got involved during the year to give us a dig out and make these live shows a somewhat success. So thanks a million, everybody, and of course a special thanks to everybody that tunes in every week.
That's it. Everyone, we get a lot of comments saying that we've kept everyone entertained for the last 34 weeks, but without you tuning in, wouldn't be worth it. So it's great to have an audience and a very loyal and energetic audience that we have every week. So we're very thankful to all you, but I think, and to all our guests who came on our shows throughout the 34 weeks.
Absolutely.
We had loads of special guests who gave their time and came on and played their videos with us, and even some had done some live music, and it was great to have each and every one of them on. I don't want to start mentioning names because I'd only forget someone and I don't leave anyone out. But I think there's one person probably needs the biggest thanks, and that's you, Damaris. You're the one who kind of gets this thing every week. So I don't think anyone deserves a bigger thanks than yourself. So from us, I'll be the spokesman for the band here. Thank you for making sure that we're on every week, and we have all our videos lined up and the work that goes into it. I for one know how much work you put into it, so I'm greatly appreciative of it.
Thanks,
Thank
Big
you.
Brother. Thanks.
Oh my
Okay.
God, it's like the Grammys. I'd like to thank God, and I'd like to thank my. And I'd
Play
like
the
to thank-
music,
oh
play the
my
music,
God,
play the music.
I just can't believe it. Oh Lord.
The Grammys, very good and
We win.
It was far across the sea when the devil got a hold of me. He wouldn't set me free, so he kept me soul for ransom. Na 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 na. I'm a sailor man from Glasgow town. I've roamed the world and round and round. The dearest thing that I have found in all these days of wandering. Na 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 na. But I could see his evil eyes. Instead it took me by surprise. Take me to your paradise. I want to see the jungle. Na 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 na. Here we go again. We're on the road again. We're on the road again. We're on our way to paradise. We love the jungle deep. That's where the lions sleep. For them those evil eyes, they have no place in paradise. Graffiti on the wall as the sun was going down. I see graffiti on the wall of the Celts, of the Celts. Graffiti on the wall that says we're magic, magic. Graffiti on the wall, graffiti on the wall, graffiti on the wall. And it says ooh ah up the ra, say ooh ah up the ra. Ooh ah up the ra, say ooh ah up the ra. Ooh ah up the ra, say ooh ah up the ra. Ooh ah up the ra, say ooh ah up the ra. Ooh ah up the ra, say ooh ah up the ra. Ooh ah up the ra, say ooh ah up the ra. And go. We went through each jungle deep, for the paradise that we did see was noted for the weak. We're waltzing with the natives, na 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 na. From the Amazon to Borneo, from Africa to Tokyo, to the darkest jungle of the world, nowhere could I lose them. Na 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 around in circles every way. He turned to me and he did say, think you're leading me astray. I want your soul, me my own. Na 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 na. Here we go again. We're on the road again. We're on the road again. We're on our way to paradise. We love the jungle deep. That's where the lion sleeps. For them those evil eyes, they have no place in paradise. Graffiti on the walls as the sun was going down. I see graffiti on the wall of the Celts, of the Celts. Graffiti on the wall that says we're magic, magic. Graffiti on the wall, graffiti on the wall, graffiti on the wall. And it says ooh ah up the ra, say ooh ah up the ra. Ooh ah up the ra, say ooh ah up the ra. Ooh ah ra. Ooh-ha, up the ra, say ooh-ha, up the ra. Ooh-ha, up the ra, say ooh-ha, up the ra.
Lovely.
Mighty. Okay.
Very good, Cormac. And Cormac, if he's, I don't know if he's watching, but that song, of course, is his own, makes his own of it on the stage. And good luck to him. They're all our friends. We up? Yes. Hello, welcome here. I want to take this opportunity to wish everyone a very happy Christmas. Also, and I want to wish the Dublin team the very best tomorrow, and also the best to the Mayo footballers. And it's a big thing to play in a final in Croke Park, and we know that Mayo have had a lot of years that without success, but you never know. It'll be nice and mucky in Grove Park tomorrow after all the rain, and the mucky park suits all the people from the west. Of course, being a Dub, I've followed the Dublin team, and we should always remember the wonderful commitment that the players and the sportsmen have to this sport, and they give up so much time and energy to performing and representing their counties. So we remember them here tonight, and we'll sing a song for all the folks out there. Everyone knows Jingle Bells, right? Well, we're going to sing it for you now.
Cheers, I don't know now. I'm not too sure of it.
Come,
I heard you sing the rude version, Andreas.
Yes.
No, we don't do rude on this show.
No. Yes.
Is there a plump version?
Yes. Well, this is for all the younger people, especially for Dallin and all the kids that are watching, no matter where they are. Here's and we hope that Santa Claus comes to us, and I'm sure he will. Even though, despite the COVID, I think he's been vaccinated. That's the word I got. He got the vaccine. He got the vaccine there the other day, so he's okay.
I'll drink it at this stage. I'll drink it.
Yes. Santa Claus got it. You never know. He may be visiting you.
He was top of the list.
I hope so.
Yes. So,
right.
Oh, a bula bus, a bula bus, a bula bus galere. Ta daddy nalla get chuck and ishin new some chimbalair. Oh, ding-a-ling-a-ling, ding-a-ling-a-ling, ding-a-ling-a-ling galere. Ta daddy nalla get chuck and ishin new some chimbalair.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields they go, laughing all the way. Ha ha ha! Bobtails ring, making spirits bright. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a snowy mountain night. Oh, bula bus, a bula bus, a bula bus galere. Ta daddy and all get chopped and ish and loose on chimbalair. Oh, ding-a-ling-a-ling, ding-a-ling-a-ling, ding-a-ling-a-ling galere. Ta daddy and all get chopped and ish and loose on chimbalair. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, ding-a-ling-a-ling, ding-a-ling-a-ling, ding-a-ling-a-ling galere. Ta daddy and all get chopped and ish and loose on chimbalair.
A big finish.
A big finish.
Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely.
Tell
And
them
we
about your
shall
wren.
see. We shall see.
The wren.
Oh, the wren, the king of all birds, and Stevens's day was cutting the furs. Up at the kettle and down with the pan, give us a penny to bury the wren. We hoist them down, we hoist them all around the town. Oh, we wish you all good health and cheer, and wish you all a happy good year. The wren, the king of all birds, Stevens's day of cutting the furs. Up at the kettle and down with the pan, and give us a penny to bury the wren.
Hey!
Yeah,
If
Well,
anyone knows them, Derek knows them.
yeah, well, you know, those of you that will be out hunting the ran on St. Stephen's Day, it's a wonderful day for people to celebrate the music. And many of the day I went out in the ran, and it was a big thing to do that down in Inchicore. My father's time, but it died out, and it came back again. And I did a ran a few times, and we had lots of fun. And
It's still big down the country. I noticed it over the years, especially recently, that you know, at gigs, you know, you see them coming into the pubs.
Yeah.
You know, putting there's like, stop everything. Here's the ran.
For people in America, just to remind you, the wren is the smallest little board in Ireland. It's a small, tiny board. He's the king of the boards. And I often told this to children. This is a story I got from my grandmother, and it was true or not. But how he became the king was all the boardies had a competition, and they all said who could fly the highest up in the sky. And of course, the eagle being the strongest, he said, I can fly. And the hawk said, I can fly. And the buzzard said, I can fly. And the swan said, I have big wings, I can go higher. So they all flew up, and they were all flew up. And of course, the eagle being the strongest and was the very top, he says, I am the king, I am the king. And the robin was hiding in his feathers. And he popped out of his feathers and he went up further, and the eagle was out of energy, and that's how the wren became the king. Well,
Wow.
on Stephen's Day, in Ireland, it was a tradition that people would hunt the wren and dress up and play music, of course. And there's lots of songs I collected over the years about the wren. So have a great day, St. Stephen's Day, and have a great day on Christmas Day, and remember the spirit. That's why we celebrate it, and the Christian message. That's very important for all of us, and for those people that have lost their loved ones over the past year. It's been a tough year for all communities, and I suppose it's the first time that everybody in the world have shared sorrow, have shared indeed the trauma of being locked down and being separated from their friends and their loved ones. But you know, we have to hope that we're greater than anything that's ever been thrown at mankind. We've recovered, and we have to have we gain inspiration from the people that think positive and come up with innovation and solutions to things. And we thank them through the years and through the months and through the trial of the last 10 months. So we leave you. For those of you in Ireland, yeah, go ahead, Andreas.
Yeah, don't forget, folks, to drop in before you drop out. Very important. Milo has the link there.
Yes. You know, remind me when we come back now in the new year, and then the first show in January, I'll tell you a little story about Kevin and the Rileys. It's worth listening to. I'm going to say that. I'm going to tell that story.
Is that the time? I think the news is on there, Derek. You have to break for the news.
It's a New Year story, and I'll tell you that story.
Okay. Well, good night, everybody, and happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas.
See you in the new year.